you guys doing today? I hope everybody's having a supercalifragilisticexpialidocious type of day today. If you're new to my channel, hi, my name is Gabe, and this is Gabe Loves Makeup, and we are so glad to have you here. And when I say we, I mean you, as in me, as in you, because this is your channel as much as it is mine, and we are so glad to have you here. So come on in. We welcome you with open arms and with a big old hug. And with that said, grab a cup of coffee, a glass of tea, a glass of wine, whatever time of day it may be for you, because today we're actually going to be pitting two mascaras against each other. One is going to be more expensive and one is going to be more cheaper. And I felt like these mascaras were similar in similarities. So we have the new MAC Stack Mascara, and then we have the new, one that's not new, but this is the Lash Princess Mascara, which I've heard so much about. These are first impressions on both of these. I've never tried either one of these, so we're going to be seeing which one I think actually looks better. I mean, is the $4 one better than the actual $28, $29 one? So anyway, if you're interested in seeing this little bit of this battle together, then stick around and let's find out together. We are ready to jump right into this little battle. So first of all, we're going to start off with the the MAC Stack Mascara. This is supposed to be that contains a micro brush that's a buildable mascara that stacks on infinitive layers of volume and length with a smaller brush, delivers ultra precise application, and is ideal for shorter or lower lashes. It separates and defines lashes. It's supposed to be weightless. It's supposed to be non-clumping. It's supposed to be 24-hour wear. I mean, MAC gives all these wonderful claims to it. So, and I, then went viral on TikTok, and I mean, it just went crazy. And you know what? The funny thing is I actually saw this mascara before it went viral. Actually, it hadn't even launched yet, and I was in store, and they were actually they were pre-selling it, and they were going to at the MAC counter, and I could have gotten it then, but then I wasn't really sure if I wanted to try it, and I was like, it looks cool, but I don't know. So anyway, it kind of went viral, and so here we are, and I thought, well, let's pit it against the other one, which is the Lash Princess Mascara, which is also by Essence, and this is a really big seller on Ulta and a lot of places that carry Essence. This is a holy grail for some people. This mascara retails for about, I think it's like $4.99 or something like that, and this one I think was about $29, if I'm not mistaken, $28, $29. I mean, of course, I'll put everything down here. This mascara, you achieve in voluminous lash effects with it. So it's supposed to be, it has an iconic fiber brush that provides dramatic volume to the lashes. It achieves a beautiful sculpted length. It's cruelty-free, orthopodist tested, and formulated without alcohol, oil, parabens, fragrance, or any animal byproducts. And it's $4. I mean, come on, I'm really excited about this one. I've been really dying to try it. Actually, in the packaging, it has a ball here on the top. It looks really sleek. It looks really beautiful. It's very sturdy. It's got a really nice feel to it. So it is a little bit more on the luxe side, I think, for MAC. It is really nice. And the brush is really cool. So this is what the brush looks like. If you guys want to see what the wand looks like, it looks very cool. It's kind of like curved in. I'm assuming you can kind of like flip it around and kind of like to achieve the length. You're supposed to be able to use it over and over again, and it's never supposed to clump or anything. So that's the cool thing about it. And then the Lash Princess. So this is what the Lash Princess packaging looks like. It actually comes in. I will tell you though, guys, when you get it, like I got this at Ulta, and they didn't have a seal over top of it. So just know that when you buy it, it's like that they don't come with the seal on it, because every one of them didn't have a seal. So just know that. But this is what it looks like on the outside. They have different versions of this, but this is the green one, and this is the actual false lash effect one. So this is what the brush looks like. It looks really cool. It's just a very long, it doesn't look like anything super, unusual about a mascara. So, I don't know. So let's get in here and let's see what we come up with. So I am going to try to zoom you guys up as much as possible. I mean, it is a little difficult with mascara, so I'm definitely going to try my best to do the best that I can. Because it's a little hard to put on mascara and try to look at a camera. So, and I've got like my mirror, but I'm going to try to look down so I can let you guys see, because I normally apply it looking down. So anyway, so let's dive in. So the MAC I'm going to do on this side. So let's see what happens within the first coat. I don't have anything on. I don't have on any eyeliner. I don't have on any eyeshadow. I put just a little bit of my Huda Beauty concealer on the back of my lid, just to give it a little bit more just so we could see the mascara really much better, a little better. So wow, so I mean, look, this is really, it's definitely coming on, that's for sure. It's definitely fanning out, for sure. Okay, Matt. Jesus, look at that. Oh my God. Now I will say she's wet. I mean, it's a little bit more on the wet side, but wow. It's like, you know, and I was like, but again, I did get some on the back of my, cause I have very small lashes. Let me just add a little bit more there, and then we're gonna let that dry. But you can see, look at the difference between that. I mean, wow, wow, that's crazy. That's just like one. Wow. Okay, we're gonna let that one set for just a little bit, and then we'll go back in and we'll add another application to it and see how it builds. So, all right, Lash Princess, you got a little bit of a little challenge going on there, girl. So let's see what happens with this one. Wow, so this is the Lash Princess side. I got a little bit on the bottom right there, guys, so I'm so sorry about that. But, and this is just still, it's the one coat. She did pretty good. I mean, you know, I can't complain. I mean, what do you guys think? I mean, she did pretty good for like a first coat type deal. I mean, I definitely looking at it, I mean, it definitely got some really pretty length. I mean, just guys see, so I can let you guys see. I mean, but this one is pretty. This one's definitely more on the dry side, though. This one's a little bit more, I still feel like it's a little wet, and it's heavier. This one's definitely more lighter. It's got more of a lighter feel, so it doesn't feel as heavy. This one feels like you can feel it. It's like, it's definitely there. It's a mascara. It's like, it's some kind of mascara, like, boom. But yeah, so let's do a second coat and see what happens now. And Jesus, look, wow. You guys, that looks like the freaking, that looks like falsies. And you guys know, I don't have any lashes. My lashes are so beauty. Oh my God, but it is very wet. So I'm gonna have to let it, cause it will, you know, it's gonna transfer, but I'm like, wow, this is like insane. I can't believe it. I'm just so floored on how it looks. Jeez. So let's go in with the Lash Princess and see what happens on this side when we add another coat to this one. This is the second coat. So what do you guys think? So this is what it's looking like. Hope it doesn't look too, I tried to clean it up a little bit because it was, this one I will say it's like, it starts to, it really will get, because the brush is so much longer. It does seem to kind of get a little bit more on the back of my eye, a little bit more. That kind of a brush scares me because it's a little bit more of a synthetic brush. The MAC one is a little bit more of a rubber brush, so it doesn't scare me as much. So I feel like it's gonna probably poke me in the eye because those brushes scare me a little bit. But it gives a really beautiful look. I mean, this one dries a lot quicker. It's easier to clean up too. It's a lot easier, a lot faster. The MAC is definitely very wet. It's very wet, and when you put it on, it's taking it a little while to kind of dry down. It's giving that really pretty dry down, but it looks really beautiful. But I mean, but look at the difference. Look how much more this one is giving more than this one, which I still really like this one because it's still giving a really beautiful lash. And we're going to do another coat. So we're going to do a third coat just to see. And then we're going to do a little bit on the bottom and see what it looks like on the bottom. But yeah, but I mean, they both look really beautiful. They feel there. This one feels lighter. This one definitely feels a lot heavier. This one feels almost like you have fake lashes on. This one, that's what I feel like right now. But this one feels a lot more lighter. It feels like a little bit more of a, not a traditional mascara, but it just feels like a little bit more, it's not as heavy or as dramatic. I feel like this one is like really dramatic. But yeah, but they're both really nice so far. So let's do a third coat and see what happens now. A little bit more of my HUDA concealer just back here just to clean up the eye a little bit more so you guys can see it really good. But look how pretty that is. It is really, they're very, very long. I mean, look how long they are. They're just so long. I mean, it's definitely really on the bottom though. Again, it's wet. So it's like, it feels like it gets, like you have to be careful with it because it can go everywhere. But now it does clean up really easy. If you just let it dry for a minute, it's like it's easy just to wipe away. So you don't have to use a makeup wipe or anything. It'll come off with just a little bit of a Q-tip. Because I love using my Q-tips now. I just take it and clean it up right on the top and up underneath. And it just, it takes it up right away. I mean, I just used a little bit more to brighten it and behind it, the concealer, just so you guys could see the real intensity of the mascara. But it is really pretty. It is definitely building. I mean, for me, this would be way more than enough, probably. I mean, because I usually, if I do, I like to wear false lashes because again, I don't have lashes, but this is definitely making them look really fake. Like they are giving them that fake effect for sure. So anyway, so let's go on to the next one. Let's go back over here and add some more on this one and on the bottom, and then let's compare. Like, what do you think? It's like, so this is what the lash princess looked like with another coat on and then up underneath. I felt like it was a little harder to put it underneath with it. And I don't know, maybe it's just because I'm scared of the wand because the wand is so long. But it just felt like it didn't do as good a job underneath as this one did. And I felt like it smeared a little bit more. And also when I started doing the third one on this one, it did it's starting to get more of like that clump effect to it. Where I felt like this one didn't, but this one's starting to kind of clump a little. It's not bad, but it is definitely starting to clump a little bit. But I mean, overall, I mean, both of them are really beautiful mascaras. I mean, I have to say, I did go through some Q-tips because my eyes are so small that it's like, you know, anything hits the back of them. So that's just typical with mascara anyway. It doesn't matter which one it is. They always do that for me. But this one is looking, I mean, it's definitely bigger. It's a little bit more wider looking. I feel like this one is just, it's still, although this is supposed to be more of a, it's more of a thickening formula, which I can definitely feel that. I don't feel like I got the length that I got with this one, but I do feel like I did get the volume with it, and I do like the volume, which I do really like that. I like the formula. I think this one's, I like the drier formula over the wet. But now that it's dried, this one doesn't feel as heavy as it did once I put it on because it was definitely very wet and it was very heavy. But I mean, but I don't know, guys. I like both of them. They're both different. They're just different. I mean, I just thought I would pair them both up together because they kind of sounded a little similar. Because this one's supposed to give a little length too, as well as volume. This one just immediately give it to me. Maybe I was a little bit more not as afraid of this brush as I was this one. This one did scare me a little bit because it's just so long and it's got that skinny kind of long brush that's like really like longer than my eye almost, and it just kind of scares me a little bit. Like I'm afraid I'm gonna poke myself in the eye with it. And it's a little scratchy, so it feels a little scratchy to me on that eye. But you know, please let me know down below if you use this or if you're a big fan, if you absolutely love it, if this is like one of your holy grail mascaras, or if you ever tried it. I mean, do you really enjoy it? Let me know too if you went up on the TikTok sensation and you picked this one up. I mean, you know, I have to just say, I mean, my final verdict is, I mean, I like both of them. They're both good mascaras. I mean, just one is more wet, one is more a little drier. The brushes are different. This is more of a rubber brush. And this one is more of just the synthetic brush. I will say that this one is more, I think this one's more cruelty-free. I think MAC is not a cruelty-free brand. So therefore, if you're more into, you know, the synthetic, no alcohol, no oil, no anything in it, this one would be a better one for you, I think. And not only that, but it's only $4. So if you're really looking for a really good mascara, but you don't want to break the bank, this one would be a really good one to pick up if you're just needing one in a hurry or you want to just try something different. This one would be a really good one in a pinch, or if you just don't want to spend a fortune on it. This one is $29, but I mean, but I gotta tell you, if you like a false lash or you like a really thick lash and you like it to really pump up really fast, I mean, because this reminds me a little bit more of like the Mr. Big. It reminds me a little bit of like the YSL, a lot of those, but it definitely, I feel like it even gives more really quickly than some of those do. You know, but it has got that wetness that the Mr. Big does. You know, if you've ever tried that one, or, you know, I'm trying to think of another one right off the top of my head, but even like my Dior, or maybe the Huda Beauty one, the Legit Lashes, it's got like that really, it's got kind of got that wand it's really wet, and it kind of really pulls it out too. But I really like it. I mean, I like it. I mean, I definitely like it. I'm going to keep playing with this one, and I'm going to keep playing with this one too. So neither one of them are a fail or anything. I mean, both of them are great. I just think one is just a little bit more, I feel like this one is still, even though it's given the volume and everything, I still feel like it's a little bit more natural. Even though it says it's like a false lash effect. I mean, maybe if you've got really beautiful long lashes already, I mean, it will immediately make your eyes look great. I mean, if you've got really long lashes already, if you want the volume, this one would be a really good one. And then, you know, too, if you've got short stubby lashes, I mean, I feel like both of them are great. I mean, what do you guys think? Let me know down below what you think. So anyway, with that said, guys, I mean, our little competition is over. Really, there wasn't much of a competition. I just wanted to see what they look like beside each other. That was all. But anyway, hope you guys enjoyed this video. You know, please be safe, be strong, be proud, stand tall, love yourself. Remember to tell somebody that you love them today, because life is way too short. And also remember to be kind to someone, because a little kindness goes a long way. And with that said, guys, we will see you again in the next episode. So peace out, have a good rest of your day, and we will see you again soon. Bye.